So in the Gold Prayer Book, if you'll please turn to page 183. If you have a white binder, just go to the first page that says Kadampa Center Prayers. So in the Gold Prayer Book, we'll recite the mantra between the two lines, that Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra, 3 times. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Now turn to page 34 in the Gold Prayer Book. In the white binder, we'll read the 4 mentionables in English.
White binder?
Page 34. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now turn to page 37, and we'll chant the 4 measurables chanting version at the bottom of the page, and then the 2 mantras. In the White Prayer Book, it's just the Tibetan words by the music notes. Senchen che dewa dong dewe yu dong dem par jur chi dung yao dong du miao gi yu dong dewa jur chi dung yao me pe dewa dong mi dewa jur chi nyering shadong idon dewe tanyo lane par jur chi. And now let's chant Chenrezig's mantra 8 times, and then Green Tar's mantra 7 times, keeping in mind people on our prayer list. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha, 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Om Tare Tu Tare.
Geshe, do you want a short story?
It's up to them.
Short story? Actually, this is a true story, a very true story, and it's about the history of how the Kadampa Center happened. Many years ago, back in 1974, in Nepal, there was a Lama named Lama Geshe. As a matter of fact, his picture is up there. See the Dalai Lama and see right to the left of the Dalai Lama, there's Lama Geshe. Well, Lama Geshe was a very, very holy and realized being and very wise, but he also was a character. A character, kind of like you, Raul. I imagine Lama Geshe as a little boy. I mean that really well. You're going to make a great monk. And so he had a gorgeous mandala set and was filled with jewels and all sorts of beautiful things. And he offered his mandala to all the holy beings and all the wonderful things in the universe every single day. But on top of his mandala set was an airplane, a model airplane. And so one day, somebody asked him and said, Lama Geshe, why is there an airplane on your mandala set? And Lama Geshe said, well, the airplane is the most wonderful thing. It enables me to take the Dharma all over the world. Well, just Friday, someone I know was building Lego spaceships. And this is a very, very special spaceship because this spaceship will take the Dharma to holy beings on other planets and throughout the entire universe. And that's how big our wishes can be. We can take the Dharma in our own lives, being kind to people, and we can take it everywhere we go, including to other planets. And Lama Geshe started all of this by having an airplane on his mandala set. So if there's something special that you want to put in your offerings that's going to help all beings everywhere, just do it. The end. And the creator of this magnificent spaceship to take everything is Raul. Take a bow, Raul. Okay. You've never been shy before. Right here for today. And then I'll take it home and put it on my mandala set. Okay, guys, classes. Go have fun. Thank you.
Good morning. Maybe 2 minutes meditations. Okay. Please, would you mind take maybe a few minutes to introduce to yourself to each other, please? Kandala. Need Guide to Buddhist Way of Life book in English, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life in English, yeah. So Shukila usually have this dictionary, green dictionary. Shukila usually I keep here.
Right.
Yeah, very good.
There you go, Geshe.
Oh yeah, thank you. Please keep talking. So I'll continue the Tonglen practice that I started last Sunday. So probably finish there today, okay? I think it will help. This practice will help, us. If we do this practice, it will help to heal ourselves. Okay, physically, mentally. We have physical difficulty, mental difficulties. Doing this practice will heal. There are many cases been in, I think, like Australia or maybe some places. People doing this practice very sincerely. So tong, tong, the Tibetan word tong means send, give. Tong. Len means take. That's called tong len. Giving and taking. Tong len. So when you give, then you give out of loving kindness, not out of fear, out of obligations, out of pressures. You just simply give out of loving kindness. You just give out of loving kindness. That's how giving practice has been done. Giving material, giving, like even just like simple things like phone call, giving call, asking someone how are you doing, and letting them know that you're praying for them and you are sending your positive wish towards their way. Feeding your children, feeding your pet, feeding them, showering them, giving them bath, giving them exercise, all of them, anything that's associated with giving. So this is done out of loving kindness, okay? So that's the tong. Learn, then trying to some of the problem that we could solve. Some of the problem people have, we could solve, by talking, by being there, or maybe offering something, like could be idea, or could be knowledge, or could be material things. Then a certain problem that we can't really solve. We cannot really solve. So then we try to think something mentally. Think something mentally. So then that's done. The taking part is done out of compassion. Compassion. So not out of frustration, not out of stress, not out of fear. Purely out of compassion. You take. What we are taking their miserable conditions, whether they're related to their physical body or mind. We just take them out of compassion. So first let me explain the general Tonglen practice. So when you take out of compassion, but you are the one who is doing this practice, but you are taking on what we call like self-cherishing mind. So please don't get, like make sure that we don't get confused, because of course we have to take care of ourselves. That's not what I mean. Self-cherishing means this very has a self-centered. There's nothing for others. There's nothing for others. Everything has to be me. There's nothing for others. So that attitude, according to my and the Buddhist teachings, brings a lot of, invites a lot of problems. So that's kind of like chronic disease. Chronic disease that needs to be healed. Self-centered attitude. Self-centered attitude. Self, there's one, only one self. Other, there's like number-wise, is limitless. So to survive happily with that other, you need a special attitude. To survive with the people happily, so you need altruistic attitude. Altruistic attitude benefits you and benefits others, and creates, if everybody has altruistic attitude, that's the way to create, happy environment, better world, peaceful world. From Buddhism, what is called like bodhicitta, bodhicitta. You are wishing others regardless, regardless of culture, tradition, religious belief, regardless. You simply, sincerely, genuinely wish them the best. According to Buddhism, that's like fully enlightenment. You wish them to achieve the best of the best, highest level of, happiness, that's enlightenment. Not wishing them once in a while when the weather's nice, you kind of forget them. It's not like that. All the time you wish them, best of the best. That's called altruistic attitude, bodhicitta. So when you take unfavorable conditions that are related to other people, you take them out of pure compassion, then you take on that, self-centered attitude. You take on that. And just imagine, minute you think, okay, you can make, like color, you can make, like something visual. You can, if that helps your meditation, you can make it something visual, or like smoke or something. You can visualize that. So then, put on, like just imagine the piles on that. Then immediately that self-centered mind goes disappear. So what we think does matter. Because mental happiness is created by thinking. It's not just by eating something. So this is like temporary pleasures. Eating something, little while you are happy. The next time you have headache. Not like that. That's why if we are seriously looking for mental happiness, so then altruistic attitude is the key to generate mental happiness. Okay. So now this tolerant practice, giving out of loving kindness, then taking out of pure compassion on where you are taking on that self-centered attitude. My way, highway, that attitude. So that's not the smartest way to take care of yourself. That attitude is down the road, it's not doing good for yourself. It's not doing good for any other people. It's not doing good for yourself. So now we need to be smart. I mean, smart in terms of when it comes down to happiness, we need to be smart. Not like, American people, you are smart. You can read, you can write, you can speak English. A lot of people throughout the world cannot read, cannot write. Like my parents, they cannot read, they cannot write. Even just receiving one letter, they have to go somewhere else. In my hometown, there's only one person who can read English. That's all. So when you send letter, then there's got sometimes that person is not available. They need to wait long period of time with anxiety, not knowing what's in the letter, like that. When I say smart, means like when it comes down to happiness, so we need to now is to rethink, replan, rethink. Maybe now it's time to switch this attitude, self-centered attitude, like transform the self-centered attitude, transform into altruistic attitude. You'll have more friends. You'll feel safer. Even beside this tolerant practice, people, good people, have more friends. People like them because they are nice, they are kind, they are sincere, they are always, trying to help other people. In mundane world, these people have more friends. People who are just thinking about themselves, ignoring anybody's happiness, that person feel less secure. More people they don't like, so more people don't want to be around. Doesn't matter if you have billions of dollars, people don't want to be around you. People don't want to be around, even though you have billions of dollars. People simply don't care. So because so now it's time to rethink, repositions our attitude. Jiden Dewa Chinyeba, another text. Jiden Dewa Chinyeba, all the happiness that you can think of in this universe is due to, how to say, beneficial intentions towards others. Due to the beneficial, Pembe Samba, that's how you say in Tibetan, beneficial intentions, towards others. So that's the way to go for happiness, to altruistic attitude. Relying on that attitude will bring more friends, more secure, and more happiness. There's something that we all can do. So that's the Tonglen practice. Giving out of pure loving kindness, taking out of compassion. So now we all breathe, right? We all breathe. Do we all breathe? Can I say something? One time I'm watching the debate, the political debate, so the Republican debate. So there's like, I think like one person from Texas, what do you call it? Oh, and Donald Trump. So Ted Cruz telling Donald Trump, breathe, breathe. Whenever people make jokes, it's good. Everybody laughs. So then another senator from Florida say, okay, now you two are talking about yoga, so let me say something. So they say, no, we are not talking about yoga, so they get upset. Breathe. Maybe sometimes we don't breathe. So generally speaking, we all breathe. Oh yeah. So when you breathe out, when you exhale, the Tonglen practice can be combined with our breathing. When you're breathing, when you exhale, this is meditation. Then productive meditation is something that you do, then you are thinking something. As I mentioned many times, the purpose of meditation or power of meditation is to reduce our disturbing thought, liberate ourselves from disturbing thought. Why? Disturbing thought are the mental suffering. We don't need that. Whether you believe in Buddhism, Christianity, or whether you don't believe in anything, all of us, we have mind. Not like only Buddhist people have mind. Not like that. We all have mind. So more we think something positive, the better we are going to be. More we think negative, or also health is not going to be good. So when you breathe out, when you exhale, just imagine exhale out of loving kindness. All the goodness, all the goodness. And just imagine, like it goes out and reach everybody. Minute it touch people, and just imagine they receive all the happiness and rejoice. And rejoice. When you rejoice, according to Buddhist teachings, when you rejoice, and your positive energy multiplies. That's why you rejoice. Instead of jealous, you rejoice. If you see something beautiful, people, nice dress, you just rejoice. You just rejoice, and your positive energy multiplies. What you call merit multiplies. Okay. Exhale, and just imagine with the visualization. Exhale, then exhaling out of pure compassion. Exhales. So then you're sending all your goodness to the people. So you get immense benefit. That benefit is related to your mind. That's most important. It's most important. Weather can be beautiful, house can be nice, clothes can be brand new. If your mind is not happy, it doesn't matter. So the mind is critical, very critical. So breathe out our pure compassion, then breathe out all the goodness. And just imagine, if somebody is struggling to get water, just turn all the goodness transfer into water, so then they use. It's all mental exercise, So mental happiness has to create through meditation means through thinking. Meditation means thinking. Meditation does not mean thinking nothing. Meditation means thinking something positive. That's the only way you can reduce or minimize disturbing thought. Disturbing thought and positive thought cannot arise simultaneously. That's the nature of law. That's nature. You can't ask why. That's nature. So then now breathing, exhale. Then when you inhale, then as I say inhale, exhale, first exhale, right? Exhale. Did I say exhale? Exhale out of loving kindness, loving kindness. When I talk, sometimes I do make mistakes, then please correct, okay? Because it's not easy, because thinking in Tibetan and saying in English is not easy. Oh yeah. So exhale out of pure loving kindness, then inhale all the unfavorable conditions out of pure, compassion. So compassion. So then pass on this self-centered attitude, which is considered as a chronic disease. That's why we have never been feeling good, because of this chronic disease. So then when it's passed on the chronic disease, then it shatters or disappears. So doing that practice, many people have been healed doing that practice sincerely. There's a number of cases. Some cancer patients been healed doing that practice sincerely. So then, probably now, like taking part, now I have so much problem, I can't take on other people's miserable conditions. It's too much, I'm just overwhelmed by things that are going in my life. No need to worry. Lembe korim run at some. Taking part can be done based on yourself. If you are doing this morning online practice, you can just imagine, you are taking out, right? Taking out afternoon problems. You are taking now, tomorrow's problem taking now, next week problem taking now, next month, next year. Then just imagine, they're taking that now purely out of, like compassion. So, so then when you become pretty good at that, or as I suggest, not in the text, that's like, I think it's okay, because sometimes I do it a little bit. I think it's okay. It's not against the teachings. You can visualize yourself in front of you and just look at very closely, like, here, like, being very critical, not liking yourself, looking down on yourself. All of them is not good. Not good at all. It's not good at all. What is good? Thinking of something, my life is precious. This is, so meaningful, so precious. This is like boat. It's capable to cross these oceans of complications, what we call samsara. This boat can sail through that, oceans. I can go beyond that, oceans. Fully capable, something positive. That's why the Buddhist teaching suggests, precious human life. This is not just piece of junk, or nobody likes, I hate myself. It's not like that. Needs to think something positive, something good, something good. That's what we call precious human life. Meditation on precious human life. Why? Not because why? Because we can think. We can think something positive. We can think something good about ourselves, and we can think something good about other people's. We can develop compassion. We can develop loving kindness. So that's why. We have this immense, this incredible brain that can learn, can think, not just think very deep, and liberate ourselves from disturbing thought. That's why this life is precious, precious. No matter whatever is going on in our life is still precious. Fundamentally, the true nature of mind is like what we call Buddha nature. Is like pure. It's pure. It's pure. Temporarily, it's like clouded by all this disturbing thought. Clouded, but actually, it's like diamond, covered by dust, buried under the dirt. It's just like diamond buried under the dirt. You need to discover, slow to discover. So that is like online practice. So by taking part, do it based on yourself first. Then when you become very good, then you can slowly you can transfer that onto close one, your friend, your family member, your relatives, do that little while. When you become good at that, so then you can slowly transform that into strangers. Then when you become good at that, then slowly transport to people we don't like. Then it's become universal Tonglen practice. So then there's going to be very productive meditations. Rather than just sit there. If you sit, this is called sitting. This is called sitting positions. That's how you sit when you meditate. That's not meditation. That's like sitting positions. When you lay down, that's like sleeping positions. It doesn't mean you are asleep. You are laying down. Doesn't mean you are asleep. Actually, sleep that comes later. So it's same. This is like called sitting positions. So then, when you have something to think, that's why I've been asking you, if you are interested into meditations, you need to come up with some instructions. That's how I'm going to think positive. When I wake up, first thing that I'm going to think I'm very, very fortunate. I'm grateful that I can see, I can hear, I can smile. There are many people who are struggling just to see, spending a lot of money, whole families, like with hope that person will see. When that person is able to see, like how much like happiness that person gets. But for us to see is nothing. There's always, there's many reasons to think something good, or other hand, there's many reasons to make your life miserable. So then there's the Tonglen practice. So then I will read here. So then maybe some group discussions. Okay, so some group discussions. This is the books written by one of the Indian masters called Shantideva. Wonderful book. Here, this section is talking about like beneficial intentions, importance of beneficial intentions. Very, not just important, very, very important when it comes down to happiness. Beneficial intention is the life force of happiness. It's very, very important. So because of my English, so I'm going to probably read the translation here. If even the thought of relief, thought to relief, living creature of merely a headache. Make sense? Am I making any sense? If maybe, yeah, so probably one American, your pronunciation is much better than mine.
Which verse?
This, the,
if even the thought to relieve.
Yeah, this one. So then I'll read in Tibetan. I'm not sure how many people will understand. Can you read it a little loud?
If even the thought to relieve living creatures of merely a headache is a beneficial intention endowed with infinite goodness.
That infinite goodness is called like that's positive energy. That's positive energy that you are going to create it just having that thought. That's called positive energy. Okay, energy. What we call merit. In Buddhism, technical term is called merit. Anything good we do, say, think, do, this all create merit. That's positive energy. Infinity, not just one, not just small. It's like infinity. It's like huge, huge.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, huge. 심지어는 레네 좀 셀로님도 삼바양 편도 삼바 당대데 소나밤에 대주나서 소나밤에 대주나서 so there's the infinity goodness that's called positive energy That's the cause for happiness. We have to create the cause for happiness. It's not just wish. We all have wish to be happy. Then why all these complications occur? We need to create the cause for happiness. Huh? Then continue, please. Continue.
Then, what need is there to mention the wish to dispel their inconceivable misery, wishing every single one of them to realize boundless good qualities?
So now that thought is related to not just one person, every single one of them, wishing, oh, her happy, him happy, everybody, Tibetan, American, Asian, everybody. I just want them to be happy. That's all. I just want them to be happy. So I will try all my best if I can create the cause, them to be happy, feel safe, feel welcome. I will try all my best for sake of my own happiness and happiness of all living beings. So, so that created then more positive, like goodness or positive. Then maybe skip the another stanza here. So then, the next one.
Do even fathers and mothers...
After that.
Okay, the next one. If those beings have...
I'm not skipping that because it's not something good, but so right now it's that's not what I'm talking here. Everything here is good, isn't it?
If those beings have never before even dreamt of such an attitude for their own sake, how would it ever arise for the sake of others?
See, when I say self-centric mind, that's something that's different than self-centric mind. We have to take care of ourselves. Even though you never dream about taking care of yourself, how you can think about others. That's please remember that. I've said that many times. I'm not sure how many of you understood that. Simje teda ni lang rangi tindu tindese melung to mabin shejen do kalaches. Can you repeat that again, please?
Repeat. If those beings have never before even dreamt of such an attitude for their own sake, how would it ever arise for the sake of others?
So now you can relate it to the Lamrim teaching. Oh, small scope, middle scope, great scope, Mayana, great scope. Why there's small scope? Yeah, there you learn how to take care of yourself. How to take care of yourself in organic way. Okay, in organic way. Really take care, not just to eat something, not like that. Not just worry about headache. It's like much bigger complication that you're thinking. Oh, I'm going to how to liberate myself from all these complications. What it requires? It requires some thinking. Deep thinking. It requires some deep thinking. That's how you liberate. Not just talking. By thinking deep. Then that's how you liberate. There are some knowledge that we need to know. We need to learn. What is samsara? Samsara in Buddhism called samsara. What is that? Just read and just. Maybe you are very smart, you can learn. Just read what is samsara. So then knowing that, this is what is samsara is about. So now I realize, I realize that, I have this many unrealistic expectations. Now I learn about samsara. Life is not going to be happy all the time. That's the nature of samsara. So, that's that. So that's why the small scope, then middle scope, small scope, you learn about samsara, then the cause of all the complication. It's not the neighbor, it's not the government, it's not someone else. It is mainly disturbing thought. Okay. So then you also learn how to liberate yourself from disturbing thought. Then when you look around, everybody has problem. Everybody. Billionaire, millionaire, doctor, lawyer, accountant, Gishila, We all have issues to deal with. Then slowly, when you wake up, then after like 1 month, 2 months, you're getting a little bit better. But okay, when you wake up, then you are waking up with positive thoughts, thinking something positive. That's good, that's good for your life. That's the one. So we still have time to discuss. So please, when we divide the group, so if you can discuss about the beneficial intentions, importance of beneficial intentions. When it's coming down on our physical happiness, mental happiness, importance of that. That's why this introduction before the class, I forgot that last couple of Sundays. So when we get to know each other, so then we share our stories. So it's all about helping, serving. Serving. You do what you can do, then do it sincerely. We all need help. Don't be, afraid to ask. We are human, so everybody has issues. So and then giving help. Here people are ready to give help. Am I right? Whenever there's tragedy, you people, the first group that contribute. That means you have compassion. So when you get to know each other, so now slowly, when I hear, okay, now here the important introductions, so then people know each other, so they then become friends. So that's good, So then they go to each other's house, then they talk, and that's good. It's all good, If everybody becomes friends, that's wonderful, And with understanding that we all deserve happiness, nobody deserves problems, suffering. So there's some role we all can play. Some role, doesn't matter big or small, we all can play some roles. Even just talking or just listening. No need to say anything, just listening, to help. To create, wonderful, community. Rather than asking what do you believe, what I believe, doesn't matter what you believe, what I believe. We all want happiness. That's most important. What you believe, what I believe is not important. If you ask me what's the best tea, I will say butter tea, Tibetan butter tea. Some of you say, oh, that's very yucky. It's okay, So, there's no happiness, So that's the one thing to discuss, the importance of beneficial intention and altruistic attitude. It's important of that. So now the second part that I would like you to discuss is this is about patience, okay, patience. So here, if you feel like this is important to discuss or important to maybe learn, so then please, also discuss on this topic too. If you think, oh, that's not really important, I don't want to learn that, then it's up to you. I just want to explain that. This is about patience. There are 3 types of patience. In Buddhism, when you talk of patience, 3 types of patience. Yeah, probably, Kandula, you read your English probably much better. Yeah. Read these three things here, please. They're over there, a little loud.
3 types of patience. Patience of not retaliating against someone who harms you. Patience.
So that's like probably patience that we know, right? Generally, yeah. That's called
Patience of willingly enduring suffering.
Does it sound good? Can you say this again? Might be not the best translation, but can you repeat that?
Patience of willingly enduring suffering.
Sounds much better in Tibetan. Dunga Thangleng Seba.
Geshe,
Sounds much better in Tibet, huh?
Geshe, a word I've heard for this type of patience is forbearance.
Huh?
Forbearance.
What is forbearance?
Forbearance. Living with it without, it's bearing it, bearing the difficulty.
Can you say that again in English, the translation?
Patience of willingly enduring suffering.
What do you think? Something important to talk or no? Huh? Huh? Dunga Thangleng Seba. If we have no, can you say that again, please, one more time?
Sure. Patience of willingly enduring suffering.
Suffering, sometimes what I say is like complications. That's probably better, complications. We have a lot of complications. I said now, enduring willingly.
Willingly enduring sufferings.
Enduring complications.
So willingly enduring complications.
Complications much bigger, and sounds much better. Sounds much better, a little bit better. Anyway, Dunga Thangleng Seba. If we don't have complications, about 99% of my life is good. No need to talk. No, why you talk? No need to talk. If you realize, now there are, like many complications, one after another. So, Dunga Thangleng Seba. I think it's good to learn. It's good to learn, good to learn. If you are trapped in you climbing mountain, I think there's one movie out there. Somebody who like climbing the mountains, then trapped, then eventually save the life, cut it up. You remember? Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, that's not what you do. Cutting of your arm, that's not. But for greater benefit, sacrificing something small, that's skillful method to do. Even though it's painful, but it's for the greater cause. Sacrifice, no small thing. Dunga Thangleng Seba. Dunga Thangleng Seba. In the monastery, we have like class every day, but it's not inside the house. It's like open debate courtyard. There's one tree that chanting master has privilege to sit under the tree. The rest of the monks that's under the sun. So here, at the Western people, you like sunbathing, but there, not much sunbathing. There's no sunbathing at all. People don't like to bathe sun because they are out all the time. If you're inside all the time, you can survive. You can get food. You have to go out all day long doing something, cutting wood, cleaning or something. Here, all the work is computer, then on the phone. So it makes sense to go sunbathe, but there are people like shade bed, no sunbathe. So long hour, you sit under the heat, under the sun. Yeah, it's not pleasant. But if you think something positive, if you transform, not just okay, I'm like feeling very bad, okay, I'm going to continue feeling bad. Not like that, That, then transforming that into something that you can think something positive, and transforming that. Does it make sense? Transforming that into something good. Or maybe that transforming that into bridge, make it like bridge, where you can think something positive. Dunga Thangleng Seba. So that's the one I want to talk. That's the one. The Dunga Thangleng. Last Sunday, what I said, like acceptance. So then there's also one kind of patience. Dunga Thangleng Seba. Mm, in life, there are no, yeah, this part of the life, no, we all face difficulties, no. It's not like everything will go smoothly. It's not like that, no. Everything, sorry to say, but that's the truth, So everything will not go smoothly, That's the reality, So then, when things doesn't go smoothly, and I think the second part of the patient, is important, but that does require some understanding about, then probably if you are more interested to gain, to learn more, then, Lamrim is the good book to read. Lamrim is a good book to read. It explains, Okay. Then the last part, last patients, the children is
Patience of discriminative,
no.
sorry, patience of discriminative awareness of the Dharma.
What does that mean? Cholang is English, let's go. Cholang is English.
The patience of
say, okay, I'm going to meditate. Oh, it's hurting here a little bit. It's hurting here a little bit. It's kind of uncomfortable, but for the good cause. Next 5 minutes, I'm going to sit and meditate. Shakyamuni Buddha meditated 6 year solid meditation under the Bodhi tree. That's how somebody can liberate for good. Oh no, there's some able to bear hardship when it comes down on spiritual practice. Make sense?
Okay.
Able to
Yes,
bear hardship.
Okay, able to bear hardship
when
it
comes
comes
down on
to spiritual practice.
Make sense? Meditation, sitting like this, sitting on the couch like this is much better, more comfortable. But sitting like this, putting your leg like cross leg, it's not easy, right? This is hard, but the basically no pain, no gain. That's what I mean. No pain, no gain. Exercise, yeah, that's a good example. Exercise, eating kale. It's not easy. So some of you are very fortunate that you like kale, but I myself never like kale at all. Yeah. Exercise. It's not like it's like eating cheesecake. It requires some effort. With effort, that means willing to bear the hardship, right? Exercise is not easy, right? Lifting weight is not easy, You can just sit there and just think lifting weight, but doesn't much benefit, You can just sit, they think, going round, there's 1 round, there's 2 round. There's not much benefit, but it's still thinking about going round. That, hardship, able to bear when it's come down to spiritual practice. Yeah, so that's all. So I'll stop here. So then please, some discussions about importance of the second part of the, or maybe talk about those 3 patients. Major achievements. The first one don't need to talk because we all know. The second one, the third one, then the benefit has the importance of beneficial intentions. So then discuss.
Okay.
Yeah. Then please divide the group. So discuss that. Then we are all going to be very happy to hear from you if someone from your group can report what you discuss. So then everybody will get benefit. Yeah. Thank you. That's very good.
Self-circulation. You know, I think it's like, it's sort of a, we can complain about the weather, but it doesn't change the weather. Everybody's for sure. Have a share. That's kind of enduring suffering. It sounds horrible, but every one of us is just going to do something. Our expectation is this is going to happen, and it never happens to anyone. But, you know, it's like being patient and making the best of it. Instead of just complaining. So that's what I think about suffering. I think it's something How did that make you feel? Last night I called myself kind of not by the old somebody was asking and this, and I told her something like, and she has to teach me something that I just had to be patient with, and I need to stop not liking her and listening to her and appreciating the things that she appreciates and the things that I kind of like the completely opposite. I was thinking, we were on the attack,
Nobody else comes out.
and I can't change her, I just need to accept her. But I felt a little bit better about it until I see her. And I'll get 45 minutes into it. But you know, Geshe did something last weekend that's really, really if somebody is our friend, we're so much more forgiving. Our friends can do really, really horrible things. We're a stranger, like, trying to think of somebody as a friend, giving them we want you to write this much. It so much to kind of say. It's like all of us are all of the same. Our lives are a story. But I try to turn it into a positive. It's kind of like that's all knowledge that is difficult. What I what could be really
Yes, you do. You listen a lot. You
Or those other people, but they're using a different language, right? So it is even more separated. It's better than suffering. I'm more getting patient in the complications.
that's kind of what I'm saying. You got to take your responsibility for what I need. But it is hard. It's hard to just think. That's right, but to ask. You can say to people, gee, this is how you're thinking. You know what I mean? But sometimes I know I'm
Some of that's not true. Sometimes they just recognize that I want to protect myself because I've been hurt so many times. But then you're just like,
I'll give you this because you'll be.
So we don't have much time. Maybe 5 minutes? Okay. 5 minutes. Does anybody want to share?
So we've had a really great discussion in our group. One of the things that kind of led us into talking about patience was we started with talking about the importance of a beneficial attitude. And Dave mentioned that he often has to give presentations in his work, and it makes him really, really nervous. And the way he deals with this is he thinks about how his presentation is going to benefit others, and then he no longer feels nervous. He feels really good about that it's going to be beneficial to others. And then we talked with, I can't even read my own notes. Well, we talked a lot about with patience and with giving, keeping a balance, always being able to give with a rejoicing attitude, and not to the point where you're damaging yourself, but just that you're always feeling beneficial and rejoicing with your giving. And since I can't read my notes, I'll give the microphone to someone else.
Okay. Okay. Hi, my name is Janice. Our topic of discussion was really based on what Geshe was saying, was two thoughts cannot coexist together. And we was also speaking on the law of duality. Duality is like good, bad. That's a lot of the problems I think that exist in the world today, because a lot of duality, and nothing is good or bad, it simply just is. What we might look at as good, somebody else might look at as bad, but it really, really just is what it is. Depends on how you look at it. And we was also speaking about how to, like we said, everybody has problems. Everybody is dealing with their own issues, but we have to learn to cultivate our own selves, our own inner self, before we can manifest the goodness that we all seek and we want. So, we can't look at just one person and say, oh, this person has problems and they need to do that. It starts with us. Everything starts with you, because we are our own universe. As above, so below, as within, so without. So I think that's what we should all just learn to work on, and learn to love our own selves, and then we will actually have way more love to put out into the world, and to, look at everybody as just a perfect being. And I think that it would just be a better world. And Andre here and everybody was talking, and she was, you mind if I just say, she was saying that, like we wake up in the morning, we have these negative thoughts all the time. And I think we all do. But, like we were saying, look within yourself and, stop worrying about what other people think of you. Once we learn to go within and really work on our own selves and love our own self, because I think that's a lot of our biggest problems. Loving your own self, you know what I mean? A lot of people have that problem. I do, everybody, just loving ourselves and trying to reach that higher self. Cultivate that and learn to love yourself, and every day just look at yourself, how beautiful you are. And I think we all can just make a better world. So thank you.
Well, I'm going to speak. I'm going to speak for everybody. I think they agreed. First of all, first about the patient. I think we talk about what will be patient is the not resisting to the suffering and knowing that that is temporary, right? And so it's like a surrender to the transformation that you have to go through. And that's will be, I think that's what I believe will be patience. And about the negative thoughts, I took it like an example, like it kind of worked for me about stopping smoking. Instead of trying so hard to not smoke and stay away from all the things that I love about smoke, I started creating habits that it was the opposite that draw me to wanting to smoke. And my need, it kind of started fading away. So when it comes to negative thoughts and positive thoughts, instead of trying so hard to be perfect, to be kind, and to be loving, and have all these perfect, beautiful thoughts, it's just like one time Rabina said, to just try to, for one day, don't talk bad about somebody, even about Trump or anybody. Just like, just because all is starting in your mouth, and it's like it has a lot of power. Your voice, what you say out there, it resonates, has a vibration that is very powerful. So if you just start not saying anything bad about people, it becomes natural to have positive things. So.
I thought one point that we brought up that was interesting is, what's the antidote to impatience? And say, oh, patience, and we kind of. But then talking a little bit more about it, just had mentioned that I guess we'd heard before that impatience may also be a form of anger, but we just don't necessarily like to call it that, and that might be helpful in kind of recognizing it for what it is and how to deal with it.
I think we're out of time unless there was one more. Did one more person want to go? Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much. So, yeah, absolutely right. Every life is precious. Every life, is precious life. So, we are here together to to become better human beings, without judging anybody. As I said, everybody has issues. So just to see, every life is precious. So wish them all, all wish them well. Whatever they do, just like whatever they do means not say like anyway. Wish them well. Wish them well and precious. So when you realize that your life is precious, so the bottom line is like we are getting together every Sunday here, not to become Buddhist, not to become necessarily become something, but simply here to learn how to improve our inner qualities, that we all will enjoy. So Thakpa Ramjam is just pure. Thakpa Ramjam is just pure. When you look around, everybody is the same, just pure. Everybody deserves to be loved, to be cared, to be kind. Likewise, doesn't matter. Judging people based on their belief, their tradition, their culture, their way of life is not good. It's not good. Just love them much as you can. Send them positive wish. So then we all, like Buddhist, Christian, non-believer, believer, whatever life that people choose to live, it really doesn't matter. Just then wish them well, wish them happy. Then you get immense benefit. Then there will be less problems. Less tragedy. Then everybody, they live their life with peace. So that's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's why in the Buddhism said, may all sentient beings, not just may all Buddhists, may all Tibetan beings, may all Americans. It's not like that. May all sentient beings. That include each and every one of them, all the human beings. So that you wish them happy. So that's the kind of attitude that we all should develop. So then that attitude will bring immense benefit within the community. So, and very much, thank you very much, all of you, for your contribution. So, so when this room, when we walk in, there's no difference. We are all, here learning how to develop good heart, warm heart, and not like judging people, nothing like that, So just to them wish them well, that's all. And when you pray and think about their, well-being, their happiness, if people here, if everybody's happy, you get benefit. If everybody's become miserable, then it's not good to be, nice environment to be there, So thank you very much for all of you. Thank you, and have a nice week, And by the way, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. In Tibet, we don't have Father's Day, Mother's Day, because there's no business. For Father's Day, Mother's Day, there's no business. So you're supposed to think every day. You're supposed to think about your parents every day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In the Golden Prayer Book, turn to page 246 and turn to the opposite side of the sheet in the white binder, the back of the Kadampa Center prayer page. And let's read the dedication from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Om Taritu Re Soha. 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 Om Taritu Re Soha.
Good morning. Just a couple of quick announcements. I'm Donna Steese. I'm Co-Spiritual Programs Coordinator here. First of all, sorry, I thought Jill was waving at me. Okay. We had a newcomers orientation scheduled for today, but it's summertime and our presenter is out of town. So our apologies for that, and we will do it again in July. Second of all, you'll see we have this beautiful table of offerings that we set up as offerings to Tara for our Tara practice last night, and we do need to take it down today. So if anybody would like to help with that, great benefit. Thank you.
Thanks. Good morning. My name's Jill, the center manager. And I was just thinking about something while we were sitting here, and Geshe opened this up, so I thought it's a good opportunity to remind you of how much we like each other, hopefully, and that there's some social things that we do here. And so he was talking about how important it is to get together. And so maybe you don't know some of them. So if you don't get the This Week, that's our newsletter every week, on the new concierge table, you can just sign your name and we'll pop you into This Week and you'll get it every week. You can unsubscribe if you don't like it or if it's too much. Whatever you need to do is fine. But it will tell you everything that's happening. And for social things, we have every Wednesday night before the Lamrim class, and even if you don't come, you're welcome. We meet at Greek Fiesta about 5:30, 5:45, and have dinner. Last week, about 5 of us came, and we had so much fun just talking about the Dharma, talking about our lives. It was just great. It's a good time to share. And then every Friday, we have lunch bunch. And so Viviana came. She was popping in to pick something up, and we're like, come on over. Another gentleman came. We had a great time talking. So it's just hanging out, nothing particular. We don't have to talk about anything specific. So that's Friday at 12. And then, what's the other? Oh, Sunday tea time. It's coming up next weekend. So the last Sunday of every month, whether it's the 4th or 5th, we always just have Kadampa Center provide snacks for everybody. So this week, I'm telling you all these things, and I'm leaving town. So I'll be on retreat. Shank and I both are going out west with Venerable Renee. So I'll be gone. So come anyway and join in all that. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And the last invitation is I'd like to go out to lunch after this. So if anybody would like to join me, I'm going to go to the Tibetan restaurant. 1, 2. Yeah, center will be open. Amanda will be here. So you guys can come on in, still do whatever you need to do, meditating in the morning. Some people come here every day about 8 to 8:45 to meditate. Nothing guided, just join in. So any questions, just ask. Thanks.